You guys want to see my Halloween costume? I haven't transformed myself into a dog, by the way, that's Clifford. But this year I'm going as Mumbo Jumbo. Just kidding, I'm a vampire. Or Slenderman, depending on the vibe. Like most biomes in this game, the Pale Garden is missing its own village variant. So today we're going to build one for it, and keeping on theme, we'll make it haunted. Or at least a little bit Halloweeny. Probably don't need to do much though, this place is creepy as hell. Even in the daytime, I'm gonna keep my bed on hand. I don't particularly fancy a nighttime around here. Of course, a little bit of tree chopping is in order to clear the way for the houses. And this right here should suffice for my pale oak needs today, because we are actually going to be using quite a lot of it. Of course. I want this village to feel like an actual Minecraft village, so the houses that we build today are going to be pretty much identically based off of the normal Minecraft village houses. Other than, of course, changing the block palette so they match with the Pale Garden, and I guess you could say adding a little bit of flair. Basically, I've just used more slabs and stairs than the original houses do. I've also decided to go ahead and just generally plot out the rest of the houses all around this ravine or just a little dip in the terrain, and I was thinking maybe we could make this into a river of sorts, but I would just like to check what the watercolor looks like, because if it's that normal bright vibrant blue, I was gonna say no thank you, but that's nice and dim and dark and shouldn't add too much color, which is kind of the idea here. We'll come back to that later, but for right now I think I just want to build up a few more of the houses so we can all get a good idea of what this village is actually going to look like. We've got a nice cluster of a few just over here behind this house, so yeah, let's work on these. That looks a little bit better having just a few more houses around. I feel like I can envision what this will look like when we get the rest in place. You may even recognize a couple of them, like the classic church, or even the smithy over here. I would just like to make them a little bit spookier though. There won't be much I have to do, they're already achieving that pretty well just from existing in this biome. But I think by using pale moss carpet and pale hanging moss up here, we can really give that haunted look. If we place the pale moss carpet next to the building, we get these vines that just kind of crawl up the side, which I just think is so cool. I don't know how you get it to go too high. I think it's random, maybe, by the looks of it, because it kind of changes each time. Yeah, okay, it's random, but that just adds a lot, doesn't it? And we're a bit more limited with the hanging moss because we can only place it under solid blocks, but if we just do a few patches like that, I think it could really help. It just makes it blend in even better with the surroundings. I've mossified all of the houses. I think that looks great. I'm just wondering how cobwebs might possibly look. Just on a few of the spots where we're unable to place any of the hanging moss. Maybe a carpet, or a carpet? A cobweb could just fill in that gap. And on the inside too, I feel like that especially makes sense. I don't actually think I like it on the outside. It doesn't really match with the block palette, if that makes sense. Or it feels like it's too bright almost. But we will keep it on the inside. I like the look of that. And what about glow lichen? I got a little bit of that as well. Yeah, okay, that could definitely work. I did only bring 6 with me though, so I need to just quickly head back home and grab a bit more. Oh my goodness. Jeez, my eyes. Oh, that's bright. That's very bright. I'll be interested to see how this place looks at night with all this glow lichen around. Unfortunately, yeah, the sun's just come up, so I can't have a look, unfortunately. That's the only reason as to why I don't want to see this place during nighttime. The only reason. Now, obviously, Minecraft villages have more than just houses. There's other stuff built there too, such as farms or meeting places, as well as, well, wells. Okay, I'm curious. I want to see what this place looks like at nighttime, even though we will probably get a visit from somebody. Well, there is definitely a nice glow to the houses. What was that noise? I was a little worried it was going to be a bit too much, but I think that's nice. It just kind of looks like the lights are on. Which maybe isn't quite the vibe we're going for here. I don't want these houses to exactly look inviting, but looking out into the forest, they kind of do look inviting. I don't really want to be out here much longer. You know, I totally forgot these eye blossoms actually open up. They are very pretty at nighttime, aren't they? Oh, that one just popped in front of me. Well, I don't actually think there is a creaking heart nearby enough to spawn them. I feel like I would have been swarmed already. I swear I just heard footsteps. Oh, I'm scared. I did! There it is! Okay, I wasn't going crazy. Yep, you're on me. You're on me for sure. Well, where's your heart? Oh, it's right there. Okay, well just stay put. Stay right there. Ah! I said stay there. Stay there. Ah! He's not really getting the memo. Can I block you up? Okay, this works. He is perfectly in my field of vision. I just gotta hope a creeper or something doesn't show up before I break this. Haha, take that. Creaking nil, Slenderman Vampire 1. You know what? I'm going to bed before I can be disturbed anymore. Ah, that is a lot nicer, I gotta say. This place doesn't feel as scary now. Ooh, the rain really adds to the atmosphere around here. Very spooky. We now have all 10 houses in place, and I won't show you the ins and outs of every single one, but we will take a gander at just a couple. Like this big one over here, for example. Most of the houses just have regular sort of house stuff in them, haven't really gone too overboard with it, but every now and again, we just got a creepy bit of machinery like that. Or like this one over here. The stonecutter really does lend itself to this sort of thing. The church is especially creepy, even with some extra signage. Oh, I'm stuck in the cobweb. For the beds, I've just been using, what are these, droppers, I think? Yes, with some pale moss carpet on top. The regular bed, this wooden part, it's way too bright. It's over contrasted with the rest of the build, so that looks comfy enough. One thing we definitely are missing from this village is pathways, but the issue is normal villages, of course, use path blocks, but same deal with the bed. This is way too much. So we're going to go with gravel instead. Now, as I'm building these, I'm trying to keep them pretty straight and square-like, because that's kind of how they are in normal Minecraft villages. It probably would look a little bit better if we added some curvature to it, but I am trying to make this look as though it could, in theory, be a part of the game. Which is also why we have our lampposts in that same classic style, with 4 torches surrounding a block. It does actually feel like I'm walking around a proper Minecraft village, which is kind of the point. I'd be surprised if it wasn't, since I based just about everything off of them. But it's nice that it's actually all coming together. I'd say the next task is the river. And thankfully, not much landscaping is really required with this. It's already nicely carved out for us, other than right at the end where we've just got to get rid of a few blocks so we can let the water cascade out of the Pale Garden and down the mountainside. A river like this needs just one extra thing, and that is a bridge. We do have just one final thing to add in. It's not really a village if we're missing villagers. I wouldn't say regular Minecraft villagers exactly fit the vibe of this place. They're a little bit too happy. We need something a bit more undead, like zombie villagers, which is exactly why I've built a wall going around the entire thing, so when we get some trapped in here, they can't escape. Now that's easier said than done. Turns out zombie villagers don't actually spawn that much. And yes, I could have made a villager breeder, but I think that would have taken longer, even though this did take a while, because when I did find a zombie villager, sometimes they didn't even pick up an item, and I need these guys to wear hats, otherwise they're gonna burn in the daylight. But after many nights of searching through the forests, I've managed to get just 3 zombie villagers, and for good measure, I've chucked a witch and 2 skeletons into the village as well. I've just realised if I often come back to this place, I'm going to have to stay away from the river because these guys will turn into drowned, and I don't particularly want that, to be honest. Oh my, don't shoot him. I spent too long trying to get those things. I am leaving right now. Since this village is mostly encapsulated by the Pale Gardens trees, I wanted a waypoint of sorts, something up in the air to see where the village is from a distance. So I built these birds. That reason is just entirely me justifying building these birds. I designed these ages ago in my test world and I just think they look really cool. It's so simple. It's just an anvil, quite expensive I know, on top of a string with 2 or 1 trapdoor either side. It's not as convincing close up, but from far away, it really does kind of look like a flock of birds. I'm realizing now there's a bit of a flaw in the below view. It doesn't have quite the same effect. But that's okay, because when I'm here at the village, hopefully I'll be looking around to check on all of the villagers who I'm really hoping haven't drowned. I'm honestly scared to death to step foot in this place purely for that fact. I don't know where any of them are. Alright, let's have a quick look around, just make sure everything is still a-okay. There is quite a lot of room around here. It's a big enclosure. I don't really like that term, but it kind of is that. So maybe they're just gone to the edges? Okay, I see the witch. The witch is there. I'm going to assume the rest are too. Oh, you're not meant to be here, creeper. I guess other stuff can spawn too. Well, adds to the ambience, I guess. But that's going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And of course, a happy Halloween to you all. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.